Now, crossing into your 30s feels like stepping onto a new stage. The applause of your 20s fades, and suddenly the spotlight is on you. Responsibilities, choices, and silent questions echo louder. This is the decade where psychology and physiology shake hands and test your resilience. Psychological barriers in your 30s. Psychology tells us that your 30s often bring invisible barriers. They don't look like concrete walls, but they feel just as heavy. 1. Comparison trap. You start measuring yourself against peers. Who bought a house? Who got promoted? Who already has kids? Every scroll on social media feels like a scoreboard. 2. Identity crisis. In your 20s, you experimented with jobs, hobbies, and relationships. But in your 30s, the question sharpens. Who am I really becoming? That uncertainty can feel like standing in front of a mirror that shows blurred reflections. 3. Fear of failure. The stakes feel higher. Mistakes in your 20s were learning experiences. Mistakes in your 30s feel like permanent dents. This fear can paralyze you, stopping you from taking risks that could change your life. 4. Pressure of responsibility. Bills, loans, family expectations, career ladders, all pile up. It feels like carrying a backpack full of bricks. These barriers are psychological, but they shape your behavior. They whisper doubts, drain confidence, and make you believe you're running late in a race that doesn't even exist. Why physiologically the 30s matter? Your 30s aren't just a mental battlefield. They're a physiological turning point. 1. Metabolism shift. In your 20s, you could eat pizza at midnight and bounce back. In your 30s, your metabolism slows. Weight gain sneaks in, energy dips, and recovery takes longer. 2. Brain maturity. Neuroscience shows that the prefrontal cortex, the decision-making hub, fully matures in your early 30s. This means sharper judgment, but also heavier awareness of consequences. 3. Stress hormones. Cortisol, the stress hormone, rises if you don't manage lifestyle. Long hours, poor sleep, and constant worry can silently damage your health. 4. Reproductive health. For both men and women, fertility begins to decline. It's not immediate, but biology starts reminding you of timelines. 5. Muscle and bone strength. Peak physical strength usually occurs in your late 20s. By your 30s, maintenance becomes crucial. Neglecting exercise now can lead to aches, fatigue, and long-term issues. Think of your 30s as the body's checkpoint. It's like your physiology is saying, take care of me now or pay the price later. How to make it a game changer? Here's the twist. Your 30s don't have to be a trap. They can be the game changer decade. 1. Build discipline. Success in your 30s isn't about giant leaps. It's about small, consistent habits. Reading 10 minutes daily, saving a fixed amount monthly, exercising 3 times a week. These compound into massive results. 2. Invest in relationships, friends, family, mentors. These bonds become your safety net. No one wins alone. 3. Protect your health. Exercise, sleep, and mindful eating are not luxuries. They're investments. Health is the true wealth. 4. Shape your mindset. Instead of asking, am I late? Ask, what can I start today? Your 30s are not about catching up. They're about catching on to discipline, clarity, and purpose. 5. Financial awareness. Your 30s are prime time to learn about saving, investing, and planning. Money compounds when nurtured. 6. Embrace learning. The world changes fast. Skills you learned in your 20s may fade. Keep learning. Courses, books, mentors. Growth is the real insurance policy. Think of your 30s as planting season. The seeds you sow now, health, career, mindset, relationships, will be the shade you rest under tomorrow. Remember when you were a kid dreaming about the future? Your 30s are that future. And the good news? You still hold the pen. You can rewrite, redraw, and restart. So, don't let the barriers define you. Let your 30s be the decade where you break walls, plant seeds, and design the life you once imagined. If this message struck a chord, hit like, subscribe, share this with someone in their 30s, and let's build a community of game changers together. Because your 30s aren't the end of youth, they're the beginning of wisdom.